This was where world domination started. The very first shows with the singers Stephen Duffy were real art school. We were covered in projection of architecture.
We'd heard about the Velvet Underground, and we liked that idea of making a multimedia experience.
It was a very strange sound, but from that, I suppose, we developed and decided that we wanted to make music that was going to end up on the dance floor.
Roger we knew from the scene in Birmingham. He was known as being a good drummer.
And it was only when I met John and Nick that I found two other people that had the same commitment and the same single-mindedness.
It's when Roger joined the band that it really defined things, because John then switched from guitar to bass, which I'm eternally thankful for.
I mean, everybody kind of thinks this is the band that was born with a silver spoon in its mouth, but we actually started in a squat, in an very industrial part of Birmingham.
It was the film of Barbarella that I saw on TV one night, and we were just looking for a name, looking for something different. You know, everybody was calling them the something, you know, the Clash, the Boys, the Damned, the this, the that, you know, and I liked the idea of Duran Duran because it was just out of nowhere. It just didn't have any connection with anything else that was going on at the time.
When we started the band, John and I had quite a strong vision, really, of what we wanted to achieve.
We used to listen to records and play Chartbuster. It was this game, this board game that was like throw a 6, enter the top 10. You know, it's funny because I came across a piece of paper the other day at my dad's house with all these potential band names on it, you know, and they're all like Arabia and Industry, and one of them is Arcadia, which was funny. You know, the punk rock revolution of 1977, you know, just, you know, you didn't need any experience. You just didn't need anything. You just needed a desire.
Punk had such an edge and an attitude, and that really was the thing that finally pushed us into saying, yeah, we're forming the band.
I went through a succession of school bands until, you know, the bands kind of got better and better. But the hardest thing was to find people that were committed.
I had this band and we wrote stuff, and it was called Dog Days, and then that kind of split up and I had a band called Rov Ostrov, which was a more kind of new wave, sort of post-punk kind of band.
I had to survive playing in covers bands when I was younger, sort of 15, 16 when I left school. That's what I did.
And we were broke. We didn't have a penny between us. But we weren't interested in anything else apart from being in a band.
All right, what I remember about that Cheapside joint was that a couple of the guys that were living there, Andy and Dave, they'd been in TVI, and when they split up, Dave Cusworth's new band sort of took up residency downstairs, didn't they?
Yeah.
And we moved in to the upstairs because Andy was singing. So downstairs there was the Hawks, and upstairs there was Duran, right? And
yes.
that was the place where we came back. We came back from the pub one evening, and they'd scrawled "Disco sucks" on the door,
oh, yes,
on the door
yes.
where we rehearsed.
Well, I mean, we were top of the world. I mean, the biggest band in the world, and it was amazing. We loved it. And I think we've always been very grateful, and always felt very lucky that it was us who was that band in the 80s. And we've got respect for our fans, and we love the crowd, and we love the moment, and we love the show. We still do. It's something that hasn't changed at all.
Particularly with Duran Duran, I mean, our live show is so exciting. It's real high energy.
I do remember when we played in front of a crowd that was almost all girls.
And they'd be like screaming maniacs.
We have an amazing relationship with the audience through the live show.
It was a scream that kind of rips your rips your ears off.
You know, we get to the hotel and there'd be like 200 of them outside the foyer, you know, with pressed up against the glass.
And now it's like this roar. I mean, we've got an older audience, obviously. A lot of these people, they're still with us. They've grown up with us, and they still want to come and see us.
I think people listen more now. I think the kids used to just come and scream, and I think we could have walked on that stage and done anything.
I mean, the original five, I mean, we kind of imploded.
In 2004, we had this incredible achievement.
The British tour for us was pretty extraordinary.
You know, I don't think any of us imagined it would sell so quickly and so well.
That tour was the payoff, really. That was the payoff for the whole reunion.
It was fantastic to do it. I think we broke our own record for the amount of people we played to in the UK.
The tour was an opportunity, you know, just to get back in the house under the roof with so many people that, you know, hey, we named our kid after you. We got married because of you. Well, I lost my virginity to you, you know. I mean, every night was just, it was fantastic. It was the best tour we've ever done.
And I think that's what it's all about, actually. I think all the albums we do and the promo and the interviews and the recording and the songwriting, it's all about that moment, really, about stepping on stage and this tremendous sense of togetherness that we have.
I think everybody in the band really enjoyed every moment of it because we couldn't have planned the thing better.
I don't think we ever used to smile as much on stage back in the 80s. I think we were much more sort of like, you know, sort of sucking the cheeks in and posing, and this kind of wave of happiness and joy that kind of comes off the stage now is really just an expression of that sense of achievement, I think, that we all feel.